winner of this game will head to Atlanta in a couple of weeks. You've got Grambling and Alcorn meeting yet again for the championship.
Well, all roads for SWAC to the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl, they come through Houston.
Right.
So we're excited to be here this weekend. Just a tremendous matchup with two great institutions, and in a repeat match. This is almost like Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I don't know what we call this. Is it the Thriller in Houston or what it may be? But two programs that have just had great seasons, and happy to see them back here in Houston again.
Talk about your game, the Celebration Bowl, and how it's grown over the last 12, 18 months.
Well, as you know, last year, and you were there, we started out, we were really sort of drinking from a fire hose. Coming in, we had literally 109 days to get the event up. So a lot of the focus last year was just making sure that we had a great event operationally, that the teams, the players, and the fans all had a great experience, and that we could put a great presentation on for national television with ABC. This year we've had a little bit more time to ingest what we did last year, enhance upon that by adding a few things that included our trophy tour, which has been on tour. It'll be here, as a matter of fact, on tomorrow in Houston. Fans will get an opportunity to take a photo and push it out on social media, win some tickets to the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl, and a few other things we have, primarily the relationship this year between the National Football League and the SWAC and MEAC conferences, some workshops that will be happening on Thursday and Friday in Atlanta for the bowl game. So quite a few things that we have, other things that we have going this year that we were just will create an added value for our players that come, for the fans that attend, and for the viewers that are watching.
When we talked, the last time we did talk was at the SWAC MEAC Challenge, and a game that didn't last very long. Yeah. Mother Nature won that battle.
Sure did.
But you made an announcement on the air that once the new Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta is open, we will be the first, the Celebration Bowl will be the first college football game there?
It won't be the first college football game. It'll be the first bowl game.
The first bowl game, okay.
Yes. The Chick-fil-A kickoff, Labor Day weekend, will have the honors of being the first college football game. But we will go on record and as being the first bowl game to be played in that venue. And in that year, we will actually open the college football bowl season with the championship, meaning the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl. And then in January 2018, the National Football Championship will be played in that venue as well. So Atlanta will have bookends in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, for college football with two championship games.
Wow, I mean that's awesome. Talk about ticket sales. How have they been going here with a couple of weeks left before kickoff?
I was just looking at the numbers today. Somebody had in my office email me. We're tracking almost 2 times ahead of where we were last year at this same period.
Wow.
Last year was really about getting the fans, creating an awareness for them, making them, educating them about what the Celebration Bowl was. And, we know that in a short period of time, we had a little bit of a wait and see. But I will tell you, Alcorn fans last year, along with other fans from the SWAC who supported Alcorn in being in the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl, demonstrated, what this bowl game is. Many of them who said, look, we're coming back, who enjoyed the experience. And what that demonstrated to me was, this is a SWAC versus MEAC competition to see which conference would take home the title. And so having all the fans from all the schools support the representative university is a growing thing that we see happening.
So if that ticket sale trend continues over the next couple of weeks, we'll know the other piece in the Celebration Bowl puzzle tomorrow about 6 o'clock, 6:30. So if ticket sales continue to pick up, what was the attendance last year? Was it 40,000?
Last year we had right at 36,000, 35,900.
So if the pace continues at the rate that you're saying, well over 40, maybe close to 50 maybe
Well,
if all goes well?
our goal annually for this game, at a minimum, we want to have 45,000. At 45,000, it puts us in the top 93% of bowl games played
Yeah.
in attendance. So at almost 36,000 last year, we're a premier game as it relates to bowl games, and there are 42 of those. So to have that in our first year, short window, we know and are absolutely convinced that there's nothing but upside, for this bowl game. When you think about it, where else would you want to be in America other than Atlanta, Georgia? The week before Christmas, when you have all the things available to you, finish your Christmas shopping, it's a great place to be, a lot of entertainment, and then to lay on top of that, a national bowl game for the SWAC and MEAC fans. It's a great place to be, and I think you can attest to that from being there last year.
And SWAC football is at a premium right now. You have Grambling that's on a roll. The Braves, perhaps two-time defending champs, maybe will have to win 3 in a row. So there's a lot of great storylines, and even on the MEAC side, they had 2 teams in the postseason. One go to the playoffs, and the other one, North Carolina Central, will be in the Celebration Bowl.
Yes, so that's the great thing about what we're seeing happening with college football. Having, we're seeing, I won't call it just a resurgence, but people are now getting to see what we've always known, that there's great play that happens on the field. And now with the advent of the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl and the fact that ESPN we're covering more college HBCU football games than we ever have. The amount of exposure that these players are getting, which is what they play for. The mere fact that now also that they have something to play for beyond the championship, which this is a great championship we have here at the SWAC championship in Houston. The goal at the top of the season is to win that championship so you can go to a bowl game.
Yeah.
No different than any other school in the FBS whose goal at the start of the season is to get to a bowl game.
Yeah.
And so now our universities in the SWAC and the MEAC have that very same goal to play for every single year.
One thing I like personally, not being selfish, I like the gift suite. As a matter of fact, my buddy Cedric Tillman's got the earbuds from the gift suite on right now.
I see him wearing those right now.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I tell you what, I can't afford those earbuds. If I had to buy it with my own dime, I can tell you that much.
Well, as you well know, bowl games are always about an experience for the players.
Yeah.
To give them the opportunity to feel special, to know that you've played all season long, to earn a chance to be recognized and to have that play appreciated. And so, our gift suites is a part of that experience.
Any surprises? I'm sure different gifts this year.
There are, but we're going to keep that a surprise because this is not over yet.
Yeah.
We have one more game to play, and that'll be played on tomorrow.
Okay.
And I know that both teams are going to leave everything they have on the field tomorrow for an opportunity to get to Atlanta to the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl.
Looking forward to it. I'll be there regardless of whether, of course, I'm hoping we're there, the football team, but our basketball team plays Georgia Tech the night before. So I'll be there regardless, and I definitely will check out the game. Of course, if we're in it, I'll be there up in the booth. If not, I'm just looking forward to being a part of the process.
Well, if you're there, you'll be in the booth. If you're not, you should be in the booth anyway. Because again, you guys, again, always do a fantastic job with your coverage of Alcorn sports. And, I want to commend you and thank you for that, because what you've also done on our behalf with the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl, you have been a very strong advocate and proponent for what this bowl is, what it means to our conferences, and what it means for our fans. And I can't thank you enough for all that you do to continue to keep that out there and to help all of us recognize the value of what we have in this bowl opportunity.
Want to add another piece to it. My buddy Carlos Brown, he broke the story before it was official about this game that was going to happen. So he will be there, I will be there. So we're really looking forward to being a part of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me. We really appreciate you being.
Thank you very much, Mr. Grant. John Grant, Executive Director of the Celebration Bowl. That'll take place in 15 days. North Carolina Central against either Alcorn or Grambling 15 days from today. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 2 minutes. SWAC Commissioner Dewar Sharp's on deck. We'll get to that coming up in 2 minutes. You're listening to the live 2016 SWAC Title Game Press Conference on WPRL and WPRL.org. Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. It is you praise. We'll try for 83 people. They're traveling to the Lone Star State Saturday to take on the 2016 West Division champion, the undefeated Everest Dangerous G-Men of Grambling State University in the 2016 SWAC Championship. Judgment Day is going down at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas on Saturday. Join WPRL 91.7 FM for all the play-by-play and your Saturday play-by-play crew. Charles, the boys of the Braves, Edmond, Emmanuel, the Dean Barnes, and Cedric Tillman sideline reporting. Game time, 3 p.m. Pre-game, 2:30 on WPRL 91.7 FM and WPRL.org. It's the 2016 SWAC
Lots to talk about, Mr. Commissioner.
ASU Braves taking on the champion of Grambling State University. Hey, Braves, finish strong.
People think that you and I